Okie doke. So, a few words about the course. I already gave you video one, so this is video three. I already gave you a very, very brief intro, but now I'm going to take you through a few things, more sort of how the course is going to work. So, one thing before I forget, uh, I'll put this in text as well, but these videos, I really would recommend you get a speed controller for the videos. If you use a program like VLC to play the videos, you can control the speed at which they're played. If you play them in Chrome, which I think you should be able to, you can download an extension to Chrome, Video Speed Controller. It's brilliant. Okay, so I tend to speak quite slowly. You can like stick on 50% onto the speed. I'm sure yeah, it'll make your experience a lot better if you can control the speed. Okay, so sort out a speed controller. Okay, back to it, about the course. So, what are we trying to do when we're designing a course? Well, of course, if I was the program director of studies, I would be talking about the program goals that are decided by the faculty and so on. But I'm going to talk about, in a slightly broader sense, about your own development. Okay, and this picture illustrates four skills: learning to think imaginatively and analytically. That is just ultimate primary, right? But then below that, you have three other skills: presenting your ideas orally and in writing, and handling a computer. And we're going to work on the first three, mainly the top one, but to some extent on two and three in the bottom row. Not so much on programming and so on at all. Okay, you might do a little bit, tiny bit for at one point later in the course, but not much at all. Okay, and this is, you're doing that programming and so on in other courses, right? So, but one thing we are going to focus quite a lot on is writing. Because as you know, this is one of your last courses before you get onto writing your thesis. And so we're going to work on scientific writing a fair bit. Okay, so how is the course examined? Well, have a look at the web page, grading criteria. But so that is the key. But in short, there's GOBITS, a research paper, and the exam. And to pass the course, you must pass all the GOBITS. You have to pass the research paper and do a presentation of it, and you have to pass the exam. And you could pass everything on the bare minimum and pass the course, and then you would have 0 bonus points, but still pass the course. But if you do very well on GOBITS or the research paper or the exam, you'll start picking up bonus points. Okay. Oh, haha, I should have updated this. Never mind. By the time I put this PDF out on the web page, it'll be updated. But to get higher grades, you collect bonus points, 1 for each point over 36 in the exam, but a maximum of 2 per GOBIT, and a maximum of, I'm not sure, less than 8 for an outstanding research paper. Sorry, I should have updated that. I'll update it later. Let me just pause the video here. Okay, I had a quick look at the criteria. Yeah, it's 2 per the main GOBITs and 1 for the review, total of 5 available from the GOBITs, and a total of 7 available for the research paper. And then there's a total of 24 available for the exam. The exam's marked out of 60, and you need 36 to pass. Okie doke. So that is the grading criteria. Basically, 3, you well done. You know, you've 4, very well done. 5, phenomenal. Okay. I don't chuck 5s around. This is for all the courses I have. If you've got a 5 on one of my courses, you've done fantastically well. Okay. Okay, the schedule. So how am I going to run the course? At the time of recording this, I haven't nailed down the schedule, but basically the idea is we've got these pre-recorded videos, lots of very short videos, and then after each set of videos, we have a discussion meeting. We have pre-recorded presentation about the gobbets, and again, a Q&A session, IRL, in person. Pre-recorded presentation about the research paper, Q&A session, and a full meeting where you can bounce ideas around and so on. And then finally, we meet later in the course where you actually make your presentations. And then pre-recorded videos for the exercises and a meeting to discuss. And that's where Pedro, I mentioned in the first video, I think it was, will almost certainly get involved. He's very keen to get involved, and he's super up on these questions as well. And finally, the written exam. Okay, that's it. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop there, and we'll just leave questions to when we meet IRL instead of me trying to think of all possible questions you might have.